A battling point for Sunderland and one they were more than worthy of at home against Aston Villa, despite the Black Cats playing for over an hour of the match with 10 men, with Reinildo Mandava being sent off for a kick-out at Matty Cash around the half-hour mark. Sunderland, though, once again showed their fighting spirit that has allowed them to move on to 8 points after 5 games played in the Premier League.
Sunderland had been the more threatening side during the opening period of the match, as they looked to capitalise on a lack of confidence that was evident in Aston Villa as a side, given that ahead of kick-off they had not yet scored a Premier League goal this season. Villa managed to just about repel Sunderland, but it was the home side that looked the stronger of the two. That was until the red card for Mandava, which saw the game fall very flat until the half-time whistle. Despite Villa then taking the lead in the second half, it always seemed like Sunderland would find a way back into the game. Such was the nature of their performance, and this they did. And even though Aston Villa did apply pressure towards the end of proceedings, Sunderland were able to hold firm and come away with another point, this time against a side like Aston Villa, who despite their poor start to the season still boast quality throughout their squad. As a result, the home supporters were certainly the happier of the two fan bases at the final whistle. So let's go back to the start of Sunday afternoon and go through the events that occurred at the Stadium of Light.
Early chances came and went for Sunderland. Wilson Isidor headed over from the middle of the box before then seeing a shot blocked by Ezri Konsa. Aston Villa themselves had moments to take the lead, including Robin Roofs saving well from Evan Gessond from close range in the box. The game, though, was flipped on its head when Sunderland defender Reinildo Mandava was sent off for lashing out at Matty Cash. The first half then fell very flat until the half-time whistle came. Omar Alderete did strike the crossbar for Sunderland within the first 10 minutes of the second period, but it was Villa who opened the scoring after 67 minutes when Matty Cash struck from outside of the area, with Robin Roofs only able to palm into the roof of the net. Sunderland, though, were not beaten by any means, and Wilson Isidor equalised with 14 minutes left of normal time, latching on to Granit Xhaka's header in the area. Villa tried to apply pressure towards the end, but Sunderland were able to hold on for the draw.
Yes, it's a good point, with two different scenarios. I think we started well. We managed the first part of the game properly, according to our game plan, and this red card changed the whole dynamic. And it wasn't obvious to react properly, but we kept the score until the halftime, and we had the opportunity to change this game plan. And it was obvious that the second half was connected with deep block and opportunities through set plays. And I think it went well. The first 20 minutes, I think we were even dominant during this part of the game. We conceded this goal, and I really liked the reaction.
Unai Emery described his players as lazy at full time, adding that they are not playing like an Unai Emery team at present. Quite the criticism from the Spaniard, but given that as a side they are yet to win a game and have only scored one Premier League goal as of now, perhaps Emery felt as if his players needed to hear such an evaluation about their recent performances. After all, they do start their Europa League campaign against Bologna in midweek. As for Sunderland, well, the positivity within the club and indeed the city just keeps on growing. Yes, they didn't manage to win today, but given the adversity that they faced for much of the match, playing with 10 men, to be able to come away with a point highlights just where they are as a unit at present. Whilst Régis Le Bris does not always fully let on, it is clear that he is happy with the start that his side have made to the Premier League season, and he is particularly pleased with how well all of the new signings at the club have gelled and bought into his ideas. At present, Sunderland are simply going from one game to the next with the same can-do attitude, and it is getting them results. Aston Villa perhaps should have done better against 10 men here, but it could also be argued that Sunderland did not allow for that. Régis Le Bris' side continue on their way then, with a trip to face Nottingham Forest next.